Um, El Paso airspace is having a fun time. God, the federal government doesn't know what they're fucking doing ever. Pentagon FAA dispute over lasers to thwart cartel drones. Yeah, because that's what's happening.
Ya sea para negocio o por otros asuntos. Lo que pasa es que por la cerrada del gobierno está afectando a muchas
The U.S. government
personas
closure
que
is affecting a lot of
indirectamente
people.
tienen que
Yeah,
salir,
yeah.
ya sea para negocio o por otros asuntos. Cuando hablé en la mañana a la aerolínea me dijeron que estaba
I gotta read. Okay, so in the morning they told me the airport would close for 10
10
days.
días el aeropuerto cerrado. Yo tengo mi vuelo ahorita después de mediodía. Entonces tuve que buscar alternativas de autobús, de ir a buscar porque tenía que buscar en otro aeropuerto. Y pues eso agarra mucho tiempo, se estresa uno y no hay tiempo para estar haciendo tanto cambio, especialmente si uno tiene que regresar a trabajar.
No hay ninguna información eh, de uso de
My queen! Yeah, drones are not at the border, by the way, delivering drugs to the neighborhoods of America. Let me just say that first and foremost. The sudden surprising airspace closure over El Paso, Texas. Oh my god, dude! Yeah, let's just like plunge the FAA into more chaos. Pentagon's plans to test a laser for use in shooting down drones used by Mexican drug cartels. According to the 3 people familiar with the situation who were granted anonymity to share sensitive details. This caused friction with the FAA, which wanted to ensure commercial air safety, and the 2 agencies sought to coordinate. According to the 2 people, despite a meeting scheduled later this month to discuss the issue, the Pentagon wanted to go ahead and test it anyways. Oh, what's his name? What's that drunk moron's name? Secretary Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth, man. Gotta love him. Yo, we're gonna shut down the airspace so we can test out this thing. Actually, we're just gonna test it now anyways. Shut down the airspace. You know what? Never mind. Officials of the White House, FFA, and DOT did not respond immediately to request to comment on the dispute. The Pentagon said it had nothing to add to the statement, largely mirrored Duffy's comment. Response to the Defense Department FAA neutralized incursion by Mexican cartel drones that led to the airspace closure. Drone incursions are not uncommon along the U.S. Mexico border.
As soon as I learned about this, I immediately got on the phone with a number of different leaders, including local leadership. And what I can tell you with absolute certainty is that the FAA did not notify anyone locally. They did not notify me, as I mentioned, and I represent the El Paso International Airport. I also represent Fort Bliss and the El Paso community. They did not alert the El Paso.
Zero fucking communication along the entire line of communication. They chose to communicate with nobody, including the people they work with. Because why not? Why not include them on something that directly affects them and their constituents? Dude, it's conflicting accounts coming from different parts of the federal government open deep in public concern and raise serious questions about the coordination decision making. Security advisor calls airspace closure extremely rare. El Paso Airport calls itself a gateway to West Texas, southern New Mexico, and northern Mexico. I mean, a lot of people go through El Paso. Found a total of 325,000 passengers flew into El Paso in November. Firm said there was another 300,000. Yeah, dude, the Trump admin is dude, shit like this is just gonna keep happening until something really bad happens. U.S. Rep. Veronica Escobar, a Democrat whose district includes El Paso. I believe the FFA owes the community a country an explanation why this happened so suddenly and abruptly, and was lifted so suddenly and abruptly. Nothing extraordinary about any drone incursion about the U.S. I'm aware of. The information coming from federal government does not add up. When asked about Escobar's remarks that possible drones pose no threat, the Pentagon said it didn't have a comment. Mexico and U.S. security officials slated to meet in Washington. They're not taking any position other than one we already know, which is the defense of sovereignty. We will inform you in due course. She noted that Mexican Security Secretary Omar Garcia Harfuch, who has spearheaded the government's strategy to combat cartels, will also meet with American security officials tomorrow, which I guarantee you will go fucking nowhere, dude. But to shut down an entire airspace of a very, 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 very popular airport and then immediately lift it after because they realized they fucked up is kind of funny. It's kind of funny, man. The Trump admin has no idea what the fuck they're doing 99.999999999% of the time. And they're gonna keep making mistakes. They're gonna keep making mistakes. I wonder if this happened because Pete Hegseth was very drunk. Like, very, very drunk.